Hi everyone, today we'll be doing a quick opening. So this pair of headphones I bought recently on sale. This is from B&W. Not sure how to pronounce the brand, but I think it's Bowers and Wilkins or something. So this model is the PX8S2, which is their flagship model. So there's a pair of wireless headphones with noise cancellation, and it has about I think 30 hours of battery. Yeah. So it will last rather long as compared to those IEMs. Previously I was using this what's this Sennheiser True Wireless Momentum. I think the third gen, but I have a lot of issues with it. That's why I bought a pair of headphones. Hopefully it will solve the battery issues. I also have this issue in my TWM3 where what happens when I answer calls, what happens is it will immediately hang up on the other party, so it's quite annoying. Yeah. So what we have here is this dry clay. I think it's for removing any moisture build up while it's stored in the warehouse. So we have this instructions here, I guess. Quick start guide. Because warranty, I think nothing much to say about warranty. Should be the standard you have in electronics. Then we have this setup. So this B&W headphones has an app where you can control it. So I think it's for adjusting the equalizer so that you can maybe tone down the bass or adjust accordingly. But I'm pairing it mainly with my computer. So technically I won't be using this much unless I pair with the phone. Yeah, you lose this feature if you pair with the desktop instead. So it's a downside. One thing I like is, if I'm not wrong, you can connect it wired also. So let's say the battery is down or you don't want to have any latency, because if you play wirelessly, I'm guessing that you have some lag, especially in those fast-paced things like games or whatnot. I think it may solve the issue. So how to use it is quite straightforward. Basically, I think it's on there's a Bluetooth button. Just push it up and you will connect to Bluetooth, and you have these buttons dedicated to pause, play or answer a call, and plus and minus to increase the volume. Charging is done using USB cable, and this is the status light. So basically blue means it's pairing. If it's flashing, it is successful, it'll be a solid blue. If there's battery between 30 to 100% is green light, followed by yellow light if it's 10 to 30, and 9% and below is red. So quite interesting. I guess they'll consistently show the light. Okay, so the one I got is this it's grey or white color. Let me see. It's called warm stone, so not really white. And this very nice casing. Okay, looks quite premium. Okay, so there's also another similar model, slightly one tier below, is the PX7S3. So it came out roughly the same time as this. The only difference is I think the build quality and the sound as well. Other than that, I think this part is plastic for the PX7S3. For the PX8S2, it's actually metal, so it feels more premium. So you can see on the left side is where you actually turn it on. So when you push up the button, it should turn on. Yep, green light to show that there's enough battery. Then it's flashing, so you can see it's trying to pair. So once it's paired successfully, it will turn to solid blue. Yes, I'll go ahead and try it and keep you updated later. Yeah, all in all, it feels quite premium. I like how there's metal parts. Yeah. So in total, quite interesting. So this is like, it's like angled strangely. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's intended. I guess so, because your ear cups will fill up. Yeah. Okay, I'll test it out and update you shortly. Hi everyone, so I'm back. I actually tried the headphones for a couple of days, about 2 or 3 days, and yeah, so far enjoying it so far. I find that it's quite comfortable even when I use it on a non-aircon room. The sound is generally quite decent, just that I think the only issue I can find fault with is, let me see, what can I find fault with? I guess, just simply the noise cancellation. Yeah. So nowadays, the main selling point of headphones, right, especially those wireless ones, it focus really strongly on the active noise cancelling. And personally, I feel like this one is not the best. I think compared to the leading market leaders like maybe the Sony, yeah, Sony series or whatnot. So if you are buying a headphones with noise cancellation in mind, this may not be the best. It's still usable, just that I don't think it blocks as much or cancel out as much sound as the Sony ones. So that's a good point to consider. Yep. And then I think I like the premium build of the headphones. If you have not tried it, maybe you can try out the PX7S3, which is the latest model for PX7, and against this PX8S2. So the 7S3, right, is quite similar in terms of sound quality. I guess just that the PX8S2 has a slightly different tuning or whatnot. And the materials used in the PX7S3 feels a bit more flimsy because they didn't use metal parts. So this portion here, right, I think it's all plasticky. And I think the headbands is not as thick as this. Then the leathers used in this PX8S2, I think it's Napa leather. Meanwhile, for the PX7S3 is probably those genuine leather or those, yeah, low quality. So yeah, I got this for about $730 or about 500 plus USD. Yeah, so I think it's quite worth it. Yeah, hopefully it will last for a long time. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed my review, do give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.